Coming up on this week's Retro Robbins show, I get to decapitate another YouTuber. Payback's great. Great games aren't always about great graphics. No, sometimes some of the simplest of graphics, but with good gameplay, can be quite interesting. If you want to know more, and you want to see some more Crash reviews, why not join me, Emo, and a special guest on this week's Retro Robbins show. So, if you love a bit of 8-bit, Emo, get to it. Let's run the titles. He stopped dancing for the change. Hello, welcome to me, Wayne, and Emo on the Retro Robbins show. So, what's on today's show? Well, let me tell you, we're going back to 1987 to issue number 41 of Crash, where we're going to have a look at 3 games in particular. One of them I'll probably just breeze through. We've got a couple of new games, we've got a next game, we've got a Commodore versus Spectrum towards the end, with, yes, Baps Arcade has broken into the sanctum of my lair again. Or sorry, or something similar to that word. As always, today's show is run on the Engo, the clone of the Spectrum next. We will have, in the background, the +3 in action today, not the Toast Rack, it's getting the rest. The humble 48K Spectrum with Ben's Bite Delight sound to 8Y sound for the 48K Spectrum. It's a peripheral that plugs into the back and it's really good. What's been happening in my life? Well, I've been busy repairing stuff. Atari 400, Atari 800 and other little things. Oh, there you go, Emo, starting to dance now, are we? A bit late, aren't we? We're nearly finished. And of course, don't forget, November 26, Crash 2020, Bescott Stadium. Go there, book your tickets. And of course, we've got the big one as well. They're both big. Every event's big in my life. Up in Blackpool, Play Expo. I went last year and I'm looking to go again this year. All being well, that is. But at the moment, with prices of fuel £2 a litre. Ow! This big hurt. So, with that said, hope you enjoyed today's show, and if you've not seen me before, please give me a big thumbs up, it means the world to me. Leave a comment in the comment below if there's anything you want to particularly know about, or something you've sparked your interest. It's always nice to have a bit of feedback, and if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. Right, let's get on with it then. Emo, pick the first game. Right, I've seen this game being played early this week. It's just come out, and this is the game I'm talking about. There's no real big graphics in this. It's all blocky, but it's all the better for it. And the reason why it's a bit quiet at the moment is because I've got some great AY sounds. Starts with a lovely screen like that. Let me enlarge the picture. You've got a nice bassy start to the AY tune. And you're this ball here. Now, as you go round figure, if you notice there's no colour clash, but it changes colour as it fades in. So you change from various shapes. We're going to go this way. For instance, I'm not going to go to the triangle yet, but if I go down over this direction, that'll change me back to the square. But in order to get further, I need to become different shapes in order to unlock different areas of the map. So now I'm the triangle. If you notice, I like the way the triangle actually wobbles slightly. You can fire, but you can't jump. So each different shape has a sort of different ability. Now, I fired there, but that's a collapsing platform. And the only thing that can collapse platforms is the square. So we're going to go down the platform, like so. And we move back to being a circle, but we can't go that way. You aren't necessarily bound by lives. It's all about you and movement, really. This is about timing. We're going to go through a fair few number of screens. What strikes me about this game as really fun, it's not something I've ever seen the concept of before. Because it's so colourful, so beautifully designed, the map is a magnificent sized map. I can't get through there. If you hit anything that you can't get through, you tend to, so we say, bite the dust. I need to get to the triangle in order to get to destroy them squares. So a little bit of time in here, and every room has its own various challenge. There are no gaps that you just fall through. That's it. Now hopefully, there we go. We found another way to get through, and hopefully the triangle's the only one that shoots. I love the sound. I mean, the sound is brilliant. Now we've gone around that little bit of the map and we've gone a little bit further, so hopefully we need to become the circle, and now it's all about careful timing. For instance, I need to land on there, become the triangle, shoot the square before the square gets me. And remember, when you fire, you actually have recoil. It pushes you back, so if I was to press fire and carry on, I'd probably hit the ball that's bouncing. Then you change the ball to be able to move around the screen further. So it's pretty self-explanatory. There are some really tricky sections in this, believe me and you. For instance, that's a case of time, because he's going to fire at me, I'm just going to get through it pretty quickly and hopefully not get killed by it. Oh, and there you go. I've done it. Bit of concentration required. Oh yes, we get all sorts of challenges here. So you just got to get around the map as best you can, and it's not really hard. It is a doable game because you can you haven't got lives. But as I say, no amazing pixel graphics in this. The bare basics of graphics. But the design of the game and the brilliance of the gameplay, the AY music and everything makes it a very fun and addictable game. And you will continue to play it. It's available on download, of course. Go and help yourself. I'll get your links, of course, below as well. What did I make of the game then? Well, I've got to be honest, I've never seen anything like that on the Spectrum before. So I was a bit apprehensive, thinking, oh, this looks a bit plain and dull, and then I saw the colours and I saw the way the game worked, and I thought to myself, this ain't bad. This ain't bad at all. Got to play it. Music's not repetitive. It's clever. It's very clever. And I really enjoyed it. For that reason, I'm going to give this one a Retro Robbins special. Yes, a full 10 out of 10. A must play for the Spectrum. Do you agree? Leave your comments in the comments below. Emo agrees, don't you, Emo? No? This next one is a little bit of a challenging puzzle type platformer game, and the first one I first loaded up, we'll get to watching the, hopefully we'll see a loading screen. Just going to pause the AY music that I put on. That's the name of the game. Absolutely fabulous loading screen. The AY music is almost period. It almost sounds medieval, you know, like you're the jester. Starts off, never mind you. What? Starts off very slowly, but as you get into the game, it'll explain itself. What we're going to do is we're going to use, unfortunately, you may like electronic music best, but we didn't ask you any questions, did we, Emo? Right. I'm going to define the keys. For jump, I'm going to just an action, which is an unusual one. So we're going to play the game now and get into it. I love the almost like gesture colours that you've got on that first screen there. So it's nicely done that. I'm going to play the game now. So you basically press the action button to get the next set of text up. Open your eyes, wake up. Gestures. Now it'll tell you basically what the story is, and you become an animal. See, it goes very quiet, doesn't it? give you a chance to read that. So we zoom in a little bit for you. There we go. So you're getting a nice bit of gaming action and gives you a chance to read that game. And then you get 2 guards, take you away and put you in a lock. Once again, the AY tune returns. And it's got a nice bassy feel to it. It's a beautiful sound. I think it's really well done. So you're here trapped at the top. You drop what seems to be a goat. As you can see, it's got a little bit of language in it. And by the way, my left is right and my right is left. So I've redefined the keys wrong, but I'm going to roll with it. And hopefully, trying to get control. So I've got to get up there. And there's a little lever on the room. And every room has got a little challenge in order for you to get to the room next. So as the goat, you can jump. If I don't press swap, that is. There we go, I got there. I've got to change these keys, haven't I? Okay, so what you have to do is basically keep swapping between the goats. One button is for jump and the other one is to swap backwards and forwards in order to find a way. When you buy the goat, you can actually jump higher. Because I was able to jump higher, I was able to open the gate to move on to the next room. This room here is not so easy. And I'll tell you for why. You need to get the hook. And what I tend to do is to put the goat here. Oh. And then just swap. There you go, the goat sets his way through. So I can dispose of the goat now. The little symbol at the top shows you whether you gesture the goat. We can grab the hook. Now we've grabbed the hook, we can... we're going to need the goat back, aren't we? Right, so we're going to swap for the goat. Okay, once you do there, as soon as you swap back, I'm trying to... That's it. Oh, I pressed jump instead of swap. I'm trying to use the goat to get leverage to get across the screen to the next level. But we don't need to do that no more, so all I need to do is drop the goat here. And now. Oh, I didn't quite get the jump right. We'll try again. You guys are in the top corner. You start off with about 8 or 7. 7 by the looks of things. No. Not again. I've made it this time. Then we swap back to the goat, dispose of him, which means you're able to send him up again. And now I can get up there to open this lever. Swap him back to the goat again to bring him up there in order for me to get a... It's hard trying to, you know, remember to use the swap key at the right time. And so on and so forth. Now when I've driven on this platform, it opens, so you've just got to throw the goat across there to land on that platform and avoid those sort of snapping alligators that are jumping out of. The goat will stand there, and now when you swap back, as long as you swap back and you don't press the wrong button, it's a case of just waiting for them to disappear before you can move on to the next level. Now the old gothic feel about the game is interesting. That, you know, they're just used to the black and the red and slight blue. I've got to change it to my goat now because I messed that up, didn't I? The graphics are not bad. I like the little background as well. Like you can see the city in the background. Yeah, so there you go. Each room has a certain challenge to go by, and it tells you straight away there. So I'm going to need the goat in order to get to the lift. So now I'm on there. I can jump up. I can. There's like a little pressure pad at the top there, which I've got to go across to. Of course, providing I don't press the swap key instead of the jump, which is something I kind of keep doing a lot. I'm trying to press jump and I end up pressing the wrong button and swap. But there we go. Now we've got a problem, because if you walk off that platform disappears. But we can go another way, but you need the goat here to basically to eat through those as well. I like the way the goat can eat through the boxes. I'm going to show you something now, because I'm going to go back the other way a little bit. I'm glad that goat's a hungry little goat. There's a way of going down in a certain area of the room, but I need to stay on this platform. Now, because I've got rid of the goat, that's no good to me, so I need to go here. That's it. So I can drop down there, and I've just messed that up because I've now got to get back up there. I can drop down there. I need to swap to the goat. Stays on the platform. Swap back, in order for me to drop down here and proceed the game to any further screens. So as you can see, it's quite challenging, and fire does kill you. It's not easy to get from screen to screen, but that is part of the beauty and the challenge of the game. The sound is just right, the graphics are just right, the sprites are nicely done, the jester does look like a jester, although sometimes you can mistake those for rather large ponytail ears, but the gameplay is pretty well done, and give it a go. I thought it was another impressive game. Whether this was done with a development engine, I'm not too sure about. I'll get links and more information in the description below when I get round to it, of course, but one worth giving it a play. Shall we have a look at the next game? Why not? Okay, Bubblegum Brothers. Game for the next 2019. It's got down as the credits. I don't know when it was actually released. The first thing I like about it is this lovely AY music at the start. It's got a great bass line. Very colourful looking game. I've got it in the 2-player mode. What we'll do is, well, I'll press the C so you can see the game credits. Oh, we've got a pause in the AY. Yeah, all the information you need on the screen about who designed and who made the game and designed the game and everything is there. You start off with, well, 5 lives, and it's a little bit like a bubble, hence the reason why it's got bubble gum. Right, press 5 to play. Okay, there you have your joystick. Player 2 uses joystick input 2. Use your jetpack to jump and fire bubbles like the monsters. Pick up these various items, which are down the list there. You've got the time that freezes everybody, so you're able to get round for a limited time. Limited invincibility, which is a shame it's limited because I could really do it rather fast. You've got the wrap, which takes you to the next level, and the rest is pretty explanatory. So let's get this game a go. Right, I'm here, and if you notice his bubbles can actually make him jump as well. Right, a couple of pet hates about this game is when you fire look, it stops you dead, which is not what I want to be. I've got some goodies up there, just lost a life, and I've also got that life back straight away, so I don't mind that. I can live with that. Oh, you've got to be careful as well. Keep firing because you never know where they're going to drop sometimes. All of that though. If I drop at the bottom of the screen, I will appear at the top. In other words, it's like a continuous loop, and we can level up here. That's it, level up and the life up as well. So, right, there's somewhere along the line there's another life up there, isn't there? Oh, another level up, I like that, thank you. Down to the next screen, we'll go for a few screens here. I'm losing my lives rapidly. Lovely colourful background, isn't it? I mean, the graphics are not bad at all. I did show you that, didn't I? If I drop out there, I'll come out the top. Just a quick way round. I'm down to 3 lives, haven't I? So, don't want to lose all my lives just yet, but I'm just not doing too great at the moment. I'm finding the best way to lose my lives, let's put it this way. I like the little power as well. If you look at the bubbles as they go across the end of the screen, they go pow, enemy now. If you die, obviously your opponent carries on until he dies. I've got to have a cookie. Making me hungry. Yeah, another thing as well, if you're firing that way, you can't turn around. So you end up stopping when you're firing. It's a shame that, because it just ruins the flow of the game a little bit. Oh, I like that life, thank you very much. And I've got that life just in the nick of time, and the level up as well. This is one of the screens I find really tricky, because you do have to go in and out the top end quite a bit, and there you go. Sometimes you end up getting up there before. How many lives I got? I'm down to my last life. I'll play till I die. Oh, that's good. There you go. I've got the freezer and I've got the level up. We're going through quite a number of screens here, aren't we? So that's good. And I must have had the clock again, shall we say. And that's me done for. Okay, starting game sequence with the music of the brilliant. Love that. It's nice that it's got a good colourful background. I love that. There's a little bit too much going on. It's a shame that you end up breaking in your movement when firing, so it makes it a little bit jittery. But it's a nice looking game. Is it a playable game? Well, yes, to a degree. I find somehow there's a little bit too much going on. I couldn't understand how to start the game in a single player. Whether it's actually able to play it in a single player, I don't know. But generally the game itself has been well designed and well made, to a little couple of bug bearings. For instance, the music in the actual game itself, the loop is too short, and it tends to be a little bit repetitive. With that said though, would I recommend giving it a go? Well, why not? It's for the next, and at the moment there isn't a great deal of games coming out for the next, but eventually, hopefully when they start delivering on the second issue of the Kickstarter, more people will be getting into a little bit of coding for the game, developing for the system, and hopefully leading it to a KS3. So now we're going to go back to June 1987, Crash number 41, where we've got 3 games that I want to have a look at. Yes, emo, we're going back to June. Interesting fact to that is in this particular issue, before I arrive, I'm going to give the intro. Do you know what was a Crash Smash? This is the next game we're going to have a look at from out of Crash number 41. I'll give you the ratings as follows. Hydrofall was the game that was a Crash Smash in this particular magazine. Would have cost you £7.95. It got a 90% overall rating. And I believe, I can't remember who did Hydrofall. I need to research that, don't I? Presentation 73%, graphics was given 70%, playability was given 57%. Why? I'm not sure about that. Addictive qualities was given 54%. The value for money was 66%. This was a budget game, so when you get a budget game and you only get value for money at 66%, I don't understand that, to be honest with you, because I've played this a number of times. Alpha is on the screen there, Mr. J. Bond, not James Bond, who knows, it could have been James, who knows. If it was, what a cool name that was. Overall, he got 63%. $1.99 if I haven't already mentioned it was the price. We're going to give this a go. Okay, so we can use joystick, I think, so let's have a look. It gives you the joystick option. Oh, it can give you the redefined keys. just check that this is all going to work out right. Okay, we're going to start the game now. We can press 1 and I'll explain what to do. Right, you can go either direction. I think. Oh, I forget how to move this. That's it. You can choose between that direction. You've got to work your way down to the big star at the bottom. So once you've selected your level, you're on it. On the spring thing there, you can see the little cube bouncing up carries. Let's get some autofocus working. Come on, autofocus. There we go. Right. Sorry about the old camera focusing there. The joystick is a little bit weird because, as you can see, I'm moving, but I've got to move down. What you've got to do is, you can see those rotating spinning disc things. You've got to land on those and switch them back. So there's going to be a pretty much good pattern. By holding fire down, you increase your spring bounce. So get close. Wait till your spring bounce is really big, and then bounce over to there, and we got to the first one. Okay, so now I've got to get back round the map in order to get over to the next one. And you don't want to bounce too hard because otherwise you do that. Try another level. Every level's slightly different. Every level's a little bit trickier. When you complete, oh, this one's going to be real kick. This is a case of timing because I need to. I don't think I'll go with that one again. Go back to the original one. What do I say? Oh, I didn't do anything then. Game's tough. Oh yeah, there's those things that catapult you up, and if you land on them, that's not what you want to be doing. But right now, controlling of this game is not very easy at all. That's what makes it difficult. When you think you're heading in the right direction, you're not. Okay, I'm just going to see if we can get at least one screen clear. Need to just slow down on each bouncing so as I can move the sprite to the left slightly. Ah, wrong way, so it's got to be the other way. There we go. Surely that would have made that. No. Try again. Try again. No, something's stopping me from going that way. Really is awkward to control. But if you play it on a more regular basis, I mean, it's a great looking background of the game. There's no easy levels. It's a really autofocus, catch up. There we go. It really is a tough game to master. Yeah, well, music in the background is not from this game. It's from another game, which I featured in last episode, I think it was. Played, of course, off the Toast track in the background. No AWO's tune in this game. It's all very monotone. It is a sort of challenging type game where you've just got to be timings right. You know, once you clear all those and you get to the exit, you then proceed down the map. This got a 63% over rating. I didn't agree with that. I thought the game itself, although tough, was playable. And when I was giving it a real good go earlier this week, it was starting to grow on me. So for that reason, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Do you agree? As always, leave your comments in the comments below. A little bit of music from down the pipes on in the background, not too much because this game has got AY tune in it. The game is called Strike. Presentation was given 53%, graphics was given 52%, playability given 43%, and addictive quality is given 35%. As you can see, it's already getting a bit of a low rating. Value for money 45%. Yeah, maybe. Overall rating 40%. So it was a low rated game. Of course, it was by Mad, and it would have cost you £2.99. It's been a warm day here, so let's load up the tab file. Brief look at the loading screen, which hasn't got one, so that was brief indeed. We'll go for Kempston, of course. I'm going to go Kempston. Now, I did say this game has got a white tune, however, you will not get the tune start you. It will start in general silence until you bowl the first ball, and then the tune starts. So you have to do a run up, release the ball at the right time. The character is quite, I'm just shuffling to the side, and when he gets to the one side, yeah, forwards. And make sure you release the ball at the right time. Missed. The computer then has a go. It always seems to get a better strike than you. This is the computer. As I receive a text message right on the time. What is the text message about? Yeah, the computer's done better than me, no problem, of course it would. So it's got its first cleared board. My turn, obviously you're going to get 4 goes. Oh, foul throw. And now I threw it to... Oh dear. The computer's going to wipe me, yeah, it's going to destroy me. Oh no! Is that a replay? Yeah, it's a replay. Okay. My turn. That looks like a strike to me, surely. Oh, 2 remaining. It's nice the way that the character gets in the way of the scoreboard, but not enough to put you off the game. It's not easy, I'll be honest. I got a strike. That must be lucky. I hope that was me. No, that was the computer. I thought it was me. I should have known better. This is me. Oh, look. You know, that was just the same as what the computer did, surely. Oh. Anyway. I think we'll finish the game. What's the scorecard time? 9-10, 0-10. Not 029 09. Could be here all day playing this. Right, it's a little bit random in your skill is not involved because I can't seem to get 2 strikes the same even if I hit the same place pixely perfect each time. So for that reason I can understand why he got such a low rating of 40%. However, I thought it was just a little bit better than that myself, so I went halfway. I gave it 50% if you like, 5 out of 10. Why not give it a go, see if you can do better than me, and see if you can beat my scorecard. Moving on then. Next game's by Ocean, would have cost you £7.95. I'm going to load it via a TZX using the Engo Cloud, so you get to see the rather underwhelming loading screen. While that is loading, I'll tell you a little bit about the game. It is Mario Brothers, and here comes the loading screen any second now, which is not that good. It's just text really, and a few graphical characters on the screen. Presentation was given 68%, graphics was given 59%, playability was given 43%, addictive qualities was given 47%, value for money given 41%. There's your loading screen. It isn't all that good, is it really? I'd rather they just load the game. They're not going to bother. They didn't do anything pretty with it at all. It's a shame. Overall rating then was given 45%. At £7.95, I've played plenty of budget games at £2.99 or £1.99, which were 12 times better than this, if you know what I mean. Spoiler alert, the graphical characters in the game probably don't look all as good as that, but the main men do. Right, I need to change, because I was loading it at fast speed, I need to change that back to normal in order for you to see that. Ah, there we go, Mario Brothers. Put a bit of sound on it. We can define the keys, which I'll do now. Redefining the keys. Rather, I'm going to use the joystick. So for jump all 0. There we go, and now we'll start the game. Right, you're here. You're a momentum. So you slide a little bit. In order to jump up, you need a little bit of momentum. Good. I'll wait for him to come off their back so I can use the barrel at least 3 times. There we go, I can get the second one out of the way. Woods, I'll take that coin, thank you very much. Oh, that's not fair, I had him, didn't I? I've got one left to get. And the only way to get it, because he speeds up a little bit, I've got to wait till he's in the right zone. So which way is he going to go? He's got me again. I've got to run for my life if he comes the wrong way. I didn't mean to make him jump twice. I got caught by the fumble. Game over. Well, I've got to be honest. I found the controls of it ridiculous. You need the momentum to jump up to each level. It wasn't all that great. And the graphics of the actual characters. Let me have a quick look at that again for you. It does remind me some of like the rhinos out of Brian Bloodaxe a little bit. You know the way they've shaded it? I wasn't too impressed with that. So when they turn back on, and they probably will do. See, I can't get up there without and because he was off the platform when I hit him, he survived. So yeah, look, it's that jumping mechanism to get on each platform. It's a little bit broken, and when you're down at the bottom, you're really stuck because you need to get tried to do him before he did me. So I wasn't very overwhelmed with this game at all. In fact, I found it dreadful to control, awful to play, and a little bit unfair as well. For that reason, I'm only going to give this a really low 2 out of 10. I'd say one for you to give it a go, but no, not on this occasion. One for you to avoid. There are better versions of this game that recently came out, a lot more playable and definitely a lot more enjoyable than the original one that came out back by Ocean back in this day. Okay, so we're going to move on now to some Commodore vs Spectrum dual play, where Brett from Babs Arcade, links will be in the description below, who's got a great YouTube channel, to be fair. He's like me, we like it bare bones, we just throw these things together simply because we enjoy doing it, and we're hoping to entertain you and show you a little bit of the passion that we have for our systems. So join me now for some Commodore vs Spectrum. So here we go. We've got Commodore versus Spectrum, and back with me we've got Bats Arcade again. Hello.
Hello mate, how you doing?
Not too bad. I've been, worrying the last loss of yours. So this time we've got another Commodore versus Spectrum game, which is a beat 'em up. One that you've chose.
Yeah, Barbarian.
He's brutal, isn't he? Yeah, look, even Emo's not impressed. Emo, you've got to go on your skateboard. So we've no further to do. We're going to have a look at the Commodore version first. Emo, you get on the skateboard. And we've got Sound Clash.
Right.
That's the Commodore game so far. So what we're going to do is put the volume up. Remember, the audio on the microphone will pick this up easier than you think because it doesn't sound as loud, but when you actually listen to it. Emo, you're in the way of the signal. Sorry about this, folks. Right. Barbarian for the Commodore, well, that looks pretty good to start with. So we're going to go for the game, and we're going to go for... Okay, to start it now. Oh, you've got the control, haven't you? 2-player. Are you ready for all this?
Right. Never played the C64 version before. I'm on the right hand side. Okay. You know I'm going to go for that head.
If anyone's wondering, yeah, I did try to... He's trying to chop me head off.
Yeah. Off with your head. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I've a headbutt.
Did you headbutt me then?
Yeah.
You never played the 64?
Ooh! Well, that was close. No, I never played this on the 64. I've got to say I like the sound, but that's the 64 for you.
Yeah, it's not got music, has it? It's just the sound of the fighting, but it ain't bad at all.
No.
The graphics ain't, they're blocky, but they're not like intolerable blocky.
No, nice and colourful.
Definitely. Oh, you lucky man!
Oh! He's after my head.
Who's winning this anyways? I can't even tell.
I've got 1600, you've got 1300. And he lost my head then. Take your knees out. Oh, that's cheating. Cheating, that is.
Well, I found a move that works.
Oh, there we go. That's the one I was after.
What's all that about?
I know.
He knows how to play this, folks. I'm not impressed. He's got one up on me here.
I don't know. I nearly lost my head then. Oh, that was
It's
nice.
like classic swords.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
One again.
Just to repeat the action. Oh, look, it's from the hips. I've got
Oh, that's blocking. Oh, testing out the block. You chop my head off.
I love the way he's laughing at you. Look. Well, that victory is for me and the Commodore. Should we have a look at the Spectrum one?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's load up the Spectrum one. Nice loading screen we've got there. We're just loading it up right now. Obviously, you have to load a separate file for the 2-player on the Spectrum one, and that's quite colourful loading. Yeah. I'm going to pause the video and we'll get to actually playing the game. We've got some AY sound at the start of the game. We're just going to work out the options, aren't we? So, how do we do that? Noughts demo, 1 or 2 player. That's pretty good, isn't it? Right, so player 1, player 2. So, player 2, we're going to have...
I'm on player 2, am I on player 2?
How do we select it? So, player 1, you're going to be Sinclair, aren't you? And now 2-player. I'm going to need to swap over, don't we? So, player 2, how do I select that?
So, is yours working now then?
Oh yes, it's working. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Well, let's dual. Oh, I like the low blow. You still trying to chop my head off, buddy? You know, let it go, Louis. Well, you just got to.
I'm after that head. Oh!
You mean that head?
Yeah. You chop me. chop the head off again.
I'm going to go for the points. He's got me back. Kicked you. I do like the graphics on this, I must admit. Why am I losing?
Really nice. They're not pencil drawn, aren't they? It's really nice. Backgrounds are nice and colourful as well.
It is very colourful.
Yeah.
There isn't any colour clash, but you know it hasn't got.
Yeah.
The sound's just the Spectrum bleeper sound, isn't it? Oh, we've moved the scene.
Okay.
Didn't see that happen on the camera, did we? Oh, you come in with that.
But it seems to play the same.
How the hell did you survive that? Yeah, it's quite responsive, but I don't know. I'm a bit undecided. We'll come up to a conclusion in a moment. Just after I beat you, winning actually. You've got more blows than me.
Oh.
No, that's me. You see, if you go for the chop the head off. Ooh. Oh.
Oi.
We're close. Oh, come on. You want more blow and you're dead. Are you still alive? You're not?
Beat me again?
At least you got your head. There's one thing we can say, he didn't lose his head this time round, did he? So we've seen both versions. We've had the Commodore version and we've had the Spectrum version. And in a minute we'll have a dual conclusion. Which one do we think's better? So your verdict is?
The Commodore 64.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest, I kind of agree. Oh, that's low, isn't it?
It is.
We're definitely people.
Get that volume down.
Why?
Right, okay. So the Speccy one, even though I love the Spectrum version, plays exactly the same as the 64 one. I do like the use of colour in the Speccy one. I love how it looks all nice and
they've done well,
drawn.
considering usually a lot of Spectrum games are monotone. There's no colour class, but it's all monotone characters.
It is, yeah. The 64 one for me is the sound again.
It's got good sound.
It's got real good sound. And
battling sound. It doesn't look like a tuner on it, it's got a battling sound.
It's got a battling sound and that adds to it with the sword clashing and stuff like that. Yeah, but they're both fun games. But yeah, on this occasion.
Well, I've got to be fair to him, and I've come to the same conclusion. I consider the 64's got the edge over the Spectrum. Yeah, it's got slightly blockier graphics. The playability on both the games are pretty good. I personally felt off camera, this is off a record, I didn't get me head decapitated twice, just like Highlander here. But on camera, he was rubbish. Good lad. I've got to be honest, the gameplay for the Commodore to me just felt slightly better, but only a fraction in it. The graphics on the Spectrum of the blokes, although being monotone, were well drawn, and it was both very, very playable. But I agree with Baps on Baps Arcade, and check out the link down below for his YouTube channel, and he's doing lots of great content, of course, aren't you?
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you.
No worries. Brilliant. So, as always, from Wayne Retro Robbins, a big thank you to Dean Jones's Cues, Hot Shot Snooker, Mutant Caterpillar, repairs all my stuff. Check out that link below, and of course, I've blocked the sound. Destroyed the sound chip on my tow track. Quick shout out to these guys. Just take a load of that there. I'm going to put a link in below. They gave me fast, reliable service when it comes to getting leads and that. I only ordered it the day before, the day after they arrived, and I thought, well, you know what, with that sort of service, and I've used them a couple of times, for power supplies and leads and stuff like that, for all your retro computers, from the BBC to the Spectrums to even the Atari and Amstrad. They're great, and of course I endorse all people that do supplies for the Spectrum computer, of course. Once again, big thanks for Brett for covering the game for today's show, and big thank you to everybody who's a new supporter of the show. In a meantime, it's depending on when you watch this, I hope you have a good working week or weekend. It's bye from me, and it's
Ta-ra from me.
you all take care. See you again soon.